Look at how good you were the first month you were employed. The respect you had for the authority was everything and genuine. But when you got to know your boss, you lost respect. You still go to work. You still listen to what he says, and you'll be cursing him in the heart. Something that you were not doing the first day they said you found a job. You were excited, you gave a testimony in the church. But look at how you are treating that job now 5 years later. If I give you a video of yourself after not being employed for 2 years, finally you found it, how excited and how respectful you were. Look at you today. Are you still the same person? Evolution. We have lost it. The devil's agenda is to make sure that every beautiful place turns into a wilderness so that his animals can stay there. People that he has removed the heart of man and has given them a heart of an animal, he wants them to have space. He's busy creating wilderness for his animals. Did you notice something? That when the children of Israel crossed Jordan and they entered Canaan, they never bothered Joshua the way they were bothering Moses in the wilderness. They were bothering Moses every day because of the place, the wilderness. They were acting like animals. But when they moved, entered, crossed into the city, they started behaving like humans. Be careful of where you operate from. You might inherit a heart that is not yours. Be careful of the people that you interact with. You might inherit a heart that is not your heart. The people that you spend your time with on the phone, what are they saying? Be careful. The next thing is their understanding will be your understanding. Their heart will be your heart. Who will lose you? I'm one person. If I do away with a thing, I close the chapter and I close it for good. I pray to God for that ability. I don't look back like Lot's wife. I don't do that. Because turning back, there are consequences of turning back. Ask Lord, he'll tell you that I lost a wife because of that. If you discover a Nebuchadnezzar who has lost a human heart, don't play around the wilderness where he's grazing from. Stay away. Otherwise you will join him. You will graze together. Secure yourself, because the devil is at work in this world. He has made us to believe and think that he is so powerful, yet he is not. The devil is the weakest man under the sun. That is why the devil doesn't deal with you from a point of your strength, but your weakness. Every time when you condemn yourself, you are condemning yourself because of your weakness, not your strength. He masters on people's weaknesses. What you have failed already by yourself, he caused you to think that it was because of him. He rides on people's weaknesses. That's what he has mastered. That is why the day You'll be put before us. Everyone will say, no, 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 that's not the devil. I wish I had not steal. I wish I had not lied. This can't be the devil. This more. And they'll say, yes, this is a man who shook kingdoms. Kings were afraid of him. Kingdoms shook. Cities tend to be wilderness because of this man. He led the whole world astray. That is the devil for you. That is the devil for you. Keep the presence of God. Don't ever lose your original test. Your original test, keep it. Don't lose it. The fire you had can still be revived because the word says, don't chop off the roots. The roots, as long as you still have the roots, I'm telling you, you can come back. You can be the best man like what you used to be before and be better from today onwards. And for you to grow again from these roots, listen to me. For you to grow again from these roots, you might not need anyone's assistance. The devil has made us to believe that there's need of a foreign assistance for us to be revived. It's not like that. Joseph is the one who caused Israelites to get into Canaan. He led them, told them that there's food here. His family followed. Everyone followed Joseph. He's the founder for leading people from their original position to a wrong position. They were going there and they had to learn a new language in Egypt, not their language. A language that was fake to their system. A language that was not part of them. An Egyptian language. They started to learn the language because of one man, Joseph. After leading everyone into Egypt, what did he do? He died. After leading everyone into bondage, the man died. He rested. What about the rest of the people he led into Egypt? They were wide awake, suffering, asking themselves, who brought us here? Everyone was pointing at a grave. Be careful when you are following somebody. One can lead you to Egypt. When he gets there, then he dies. I thought I said something right there. Did you get what I said? Did you get it? Everyone followed Joseph, and before he died, his last words were, if I die, keep my bones. Don't bury me, keep them somewhere. That moment when they were walking from Egypt to Canaan, they were carrying Joseph's bones. There was someone with carrying a bag of bones of Joseph. He was so manipulative to that level that he wanted to be there even when he's dead. You carry his bones everywhere. But is it Joseph who took them out of the place? Somebody else. But we've been taught by the system of this world that if it's Joseph who took you to Egypt, it is Joseph who deliver you from Egypt. That's our understanding, that if it's Joseph who caused it to go wrong, he can correct it. Not knowing that there are people who can be anointed by God to correct some people's errors. That is the good thing. You can't go back to your rural areas and look for all those magogos, the witches and so on, and sit down with them and say, please help me, deliver. Mama, I'm tired, I've suffered enough. No. Without that kind of a meeting, you can still be delivered from that. You can still come out of that. The disease that killed Lazarus, because he was told that your friend is sick, he died because of the sickness. The sickness that killed Lazarus, where was it when Lazarus rose from the dead? He didn't rise from the dead sick. He was healed. Everything was okay. He was walking. But when he died, he couldn't walk. Jesus had to be called to come because the friend was not able to walk anymore. Where was the sickness? It left the man when he died. After realizing that he's dead, the sickness did not stay. All these people that are dead, they died because of cancer. They died. Don't think there's cancer in the grave. It left. That is the devil. I'm trying to show you that the devil cannot stay on you forever. He causes things to go wrong for one day, then things will go wrong for the whole year. Not because the whole year the devil was hands on. No, he was only hands on one day. From January to December, you were on the devil's cruise control. There is what I call the devil's cruise control. If you are driving your car and you feel tired, you just press a cruise control button. Then the car drives. You control the steering. If you want to drive again, you go to the very same button. You press it, and now you are in control of your own life. You can increase the speed of your own car. Right now, you can't go beyond 80. You can't go beyond your salary. You can't go beyond your connections because you are on the devil's cruise control. But if you press a button this afternoon, you can have control again of the vehicle of your life. Am I talking to somebody in this place? Am I talking to somebody in this place? The devil's cruise control. I was telling people yesterday, I think the devil was saying, Jesus said, go and untie the donkey. Bring it to me. Then he says, if they ask you, tell them that it is the Lord who needs it. If they ask you, Jesus knew that there is some people who are responsible of the rope that has tied the donkey. Somebody is responsible of the rope. So if they ask you, he's talking about not the owner of the donkey, but the owner of the rope. Why are you untying it? Untying, which is the rope. The issue was not about taking the donkey. Hey, listen. Jesus did not say they will ask you, why are you taking it? He says, why? They will ask you that, why are you untying it? It's not about taking the donkey and move it into another company, or taking a single person, wedding the person. It's not about moving the location of a thing, but untying it. Untying it. If they ask you about untying it, tell them that the Lord needs it. It's not about you being moved from one place to a better place, but being untied from an old location. That's what the issue is. But when they got there, no one questioned them. Hello? Who questioned them? No one. They took the donkey smart. No one asked them a question. That's how the devil operates. All this time, the donkey, for years or for weeks, for days, is thinking that there are people who are watching me, making sure that the rope is still tight. That's its mentality, but that's not true. The people tied you and they left. The people tied you and they are gone. There are people who can just send a funny message on your phone, knowing that if your wife sees this one, you fight for 6 months. Right now, your marriage is sour. You are battling. You are fighting every day and night. Before you sleep, you remind each other of one message that was sent by somebody, knowing that if your husband gets this one, the fight lasts for a year. Cruise control. Am I talking in this place? Am I making some sense here? It's called the cruise control. If you see as partners reminding each other of something that happened 6 months ago, 1 year ago, no, that's one is on cruise control. The devil knows that if I do this, the car goes. You just agree that you are not going to divorce. That agreement, you are holding the steering, making sure that you won't divorce, but the speed of a car is determined by the cruise control button. You press it when the car was on 80, it remains on 80. That will be the conversation of your life. You'll be talking about the wrong that this one did, the right that this one did, the wrong this one messed up here, this one messed up. That's the pace that the devil has set for you. Though you are in control of the direction of the vehicle, but as of the speed and the conversation of the house, the joy and the peace of the house, it's not yours. Some of you are here, the temperature of joy in your house is controlled by the devil or somebody who's not in the house. One woman somewhere can cause right now, can cause you to start fighting. Can just make a phone call. Then your wife will see that, that one, so you're still talking to this one. But look, it's an incoming call. It's not an outgoing call. Incoming call. He can just change the temperature of the house. You start fighting. It's called the devil's cruise control. The devil, the day you see him, you're like, is this a man who led marriages astray? This is what I call church. We have to come to the house of God and make sure that somebody has been helped. In the Bible, how many times you see, the Bible recorded the time. How many times did the devil spoke to the snake? The snake spoke to Eve. Once. But do you believe it if you are Adam? Do you believe that your wife spoke to the snake once? Or you think they were talking, I don't know, maybe you're talking for 2 years. I've been here, you're talking to the snake. Yet the snake spoke once, and it had arranged the words to make sure that what will suffer there, it will need Jesus to die on the cross. Because there are people that are not people among us. Right now your marriage needs a Messiah to hang on the cross and die for the marriage sins. The wife sinned there. Listen, you don't need any other Messiah. Know about the devil's cruise control strategy. You think there'll be a Messiah or a brother-in-law who come and say, my sister, you have suffered in this marriage. My brother, let me die for you. No, Jesus died once and that's it. There's no Messiah coming to die for that marriage or that relationship. One conversation that was strategized for years, it needed Jesus to die on the cross to reverse it. Which means Adam and Eve lived until they died fighting. Adam is saying, I regret the day I got married to you. I lost the presence of God. I lost the garden. Now look where we are staying. We were once having a good life. Now look where we are. Only because of marrying you. You cheat, you do this, you talk to other men, you talk. Yet it was a high in the street. They didn't talk about love. They spoke about a tree. They were talking about agriculture. Agriculture broke a marriage. I want to show you that when the devil is controlling temperatures, no, your partner doesn't have to cheat. No, having a man who is not a man who is a snake inside, an animal who lost the heart of a human being talking to you. The impact needs Jesus to hang on Golgotha. We need Golgotha in Jerusalem. You have tried to Golgotha counseling. You have tried to Golgotha mentorship, Golgotha counseling. Come for counseling. Come for this. You can take these 3 pills. Those are all Golgotha you've been trying. They don't work. You You can be hungry, sitting on the dining table and your phone is here. You want to eat. One call, one message in that phone. Whilst your wife, your husband is looking at the phone like this, your stomach, you'll be full immediately. The message will be like, so when? You can't even put it together that this conversation is just starting. It's somebody somewhere, the devil, ruthless and heartless people out there in the world. They are setting a temperature in the house. You fight for 2 years. Please forgive me, you buy flowers. Please forgive me, you buy this. They dry, you buy other ones. They dry, you buy more flowers. Please forgive me. Forgive who? Every time and again you will be reminded. Remember what you did. Remember. And you are like, but for how long? When I spoke to the devil, it was about agriculture. My mistake is I didn't know that it is the devil. You thought you are talking to a human being, not knowing not knowing the heart transplant that had taken place. Everything starts okay, but look at where it goes, because you are not talking to humans, talking to a man like Nebuchadnezzar, a woman like Nebuchadnezzar. Be careful of the cruise control. It presses a button for you. You fight for weeks. Every night it's a battle. You fight. You are reminding each other of what you did in the past, because the button is pressed. Until you press the same button again, the battle will not end. No. The battle will not end. It will be Iraq, then Baghdad, in the bedroom. You can't wait to close the doors and talk again. Annual general meetings are happening, discussing over matters that are useless. Somebody somewhere is controlling the peace temperature, the quietness in the house. Some of you are business people, you're about to hit a target. You go home, there's a woman there waiting to raise spirits, cause you to fight and argue and come out of the spirit and begin to curse, join together with the devil and curse. By the time you are back to yourself, the business is gone, because it respects peace. When there's chaos, money run away. Be careful of who set the mood of joy for you. Be careful. Your joy must not depend on somebody. If one is happy, then you are happy. If one is sad, then you are sad. No. Whether they are all sad or what, if you want to be happy, just be happy. Start your own joy. Up to now, I've never seen Jesus coming to people and remind them of the sins they committed before he died. No, it's your problem. You had not died for me. We are all sinners before Jesus died for us. He will only remind you of the sins you committed after. Those ones, no, I'm telling you, you feel them here. But anything you did wrong before you were saved, it cannot be used against you. But those are things that are being used against you, and you are running every day because some people are setting the pace for you. You are not in charge of your own life. It's a cruise control. The vehicle is yours. The petrol and the diesel is yours. Everything is yours. The license to drive is yours. But the speed is not yours. You greet your husband like you're greeting your brother. Look at the level that you have reached. But when you started, you were not like this. When you started, there was fire in the house. Where is it now? Evolution. Issues came in between, snakes came in between. And you couldn't figure out that these snakes are not part of us. Anything foreign that is not part of you, why are you bringing it every time and again, joining it in your conversations? All this joy you used to have is gone. Imagine the feeling you were having the day, if you wedded, the day before your wedding. The excitement you had. You couldn't wait to spend more time with your partner. But right now, you can easily go on a business trip just like that. You don't miss anyone because you've been together for the past 10 or 20 years, 15 years. You've been together. It's gone. You know, you are just in that marriage. It's an agreement not to divorce, but you guys, you are divorced already. They are divorced people that are staying together. Marriage is not staying under one roof, eating from the same pot. That's not it. It is that fire you had, the unity, the joy you had, knowing that you are stressed, things are wrong at work, but if you see your partner, everything is okay. But right now, it's now chaos at work, chaos at home. Right now at work, you are saying, if I can get another job, I'm quitting. But the only place where you are not allowed to quit, you know, so marriage. You are there, you are enduring till the Lord comes back, till death do us apart. But if there was an opportunity, if there was a way, like where you work, if you get another one, you go, you would have gone. Because something changed in you. The heart you had when you were proposing is not the heart you have now. It was taken away. It was taken away. You no longer have it. I will tell you this today. This God who's in heaven, his eyes are opened and he can see. Ask me, I will tell you. This God, he can see that you are in there, but you are not. You can fool your partner, you can fool your children, you can fool everybody around you. But the men up there can look at you and ask you that, what are you doing? I want people to go back to their original form. Be it in your business, in your serving God, in anything that you do. If you want things to work for you from now, be the person you were, not the person you are. The person you are is not good for you. But the person you were, you are proud of that person. The man, the woman who used to fear God. The man, the woman who couldn't wait to be in the presence of God. A man who couldn't wait to go back home after work. Now you create programs with friends. Can you go and have coffee or watch soccer somewhere and this and that? What happened to going home? You couldn't wait to go home. You divorced. Just that the law says you can't. You divorced. Don't lie to yourself. I want you to have the original feeling of a human being, not artificial feelings. where you lie to yourself that I'm still married. Look, ring here, this, I stayed there, my wife, I'm still married. No, I'm talking about the truth within you. Are you still part of that marriage or not? You are not. You are out. So many times you said, I'm out. And somebody counseled you and then you went back. You went back not because you wanted to be back, but some people spoke to you. You are out already. That's why things about marriage, nothing about you is working. Because you broke God's covenant. If you want things to work for you, you go back to the same house, a different person today. When you are looking at your house as you approach, see not a house, but a home. Make sure there's joy in that house. You throw phones away. You make sure that the people you are having in the house, you have to know that these are all your people. That's everything that God has given you. All the people out there are liars. They are snakes. They are animals. Ruthless people and heartless people. May your heart be restored back to God. I don't know if there's any other place you can go and find the truth like this one. Or you want to be lied to. You want to say, hey, receive money, receive billions. This is where billions come from. They come from the original form. One thing I can tell you that God has done today, He has blessed you. But I can't keep on saying God has blessed you. I tell you things that you will thank me for tomorrow. You will celebrate that I thank God for that day where evolution took place when I went back to my original state. You have taken the wrong form, something that you are not. Water is formless. It only takes shape. It takes the shape of the container. What contains you? What is it? As of you, you are shapeless. You can do anything. But the shape you took is not your shape. This is not your container. This is not your agreement. This is not you. That's why we can fight each other and not even feel it. You can say things that can break somebody's heart and not even tell that that's what you have done. We have lost it. And God has to find mercy on us today and restore us back to our original state. We need to have people again. Let's have people that are like God, His image, His likeness. Let us have those people again. People who love God with all their hearts. People who fear God. People who can do anything for God. Not fake fire and artificial smiles. Today may your heart be restored.
I receive.
I cannot come here with this message, yet some of you have not lost their heart. You know how to act love, but you know it's not coming from within. You are pretending. But I pray that the God that we serve in this house who has sent me towards your direction today may help you and restore you back.
I receive.
To your God.
I receive.
You cannot be an animal anymore. May God have mercy on you.
I receive.
I repeat, may God have mercy on you.
I receive.
Be restored of anything and everything that you have lost.
I receive.
In the name of Jesus.
I receive.
And I pray that if you become better than the person you are today, I place a blessing in your way.
I receive.
God will reward you for becoming better.
I receive.
You are the one now to die for your own life.
Yes.
Jesus is not dying again for the second time.
Amen.
Commit to it, your own life. Value it.
Amen.
Be original.
Amen.
Be original to yourself.
Amen.
Don't lie to yourself.
Amen.
Don't pretend. And never make wrong decisions.
Amen.
And don't agree with those that are planning evil.
Amen.
Don't. Jesus said, don't. Don't.
Amen.
Don't be a false witness.
Amen.
I don't know why I'm saying what I'm saying now. But I know God is using me as a mouth to talk to somebody. Make your way straight.
I receive.
Make your path straight.
I receive.
If anything is to happen to you today, I must stand and say this one is in the safe hands.
I receive.
Make sure you go back to your original state.
I receive.
The roots are still there.
Yes.
You can grow again.
Oh, yes.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. Come on. Give glory.